Hello, gamers! Welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney episode 11! I low-key slept in this morning, but it's like recording time, so I'm gonna record anyway. I remember the spark notes, you could say, of like yesterday's trial, but like, there's still so much shit up in the air. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do. How we're even gonna go about this, because it was low-key, just like, from what I remember from editing the video yesterday, it was just like, you pull up to the detention center, Machi's there, like, stressing the fuck out, completely valid. Like, isn't he gonna have to take the stand? We're gonna need Lemira as a translator, at least, probably, because I don't know if Virginian's a common language. I doubt it, because, well, like, listen, man, I don't know, I just work here. Yeah, let's see what goes down, squad. Alright. Number 3, not 2, god damn it. Oh. No, like, prelude, we're just straight in it. Court is now in session for... how do I say that? Machi Tobai, Your Honor. The pixie of the arpeggio. Right. His trial. Court is now in session. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is A-OK, Air Judge. Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. Yeah, my opening statement, yeah? No, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about. Yes? Say, you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them? Eh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What? I mean, you won't say get well soon, right? You'd only be kicking them when they're down. What are you talking about? Actually, I'm going to visit someone who's terminally ill. Right after this trial. Chief Justice's son. Hold on, I'm trying to remember who the Chief Justice is right now. Wait, no, Chief Justice we don't know. I was thinking of, Chief Prosecutor. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're good. Unnamed individual. The Chief Justice? His son is afflicted with the most terrible disease. I find it that we're not paying attention to the trial. We're just, like, talking about bullshit. I mean, that's fine. He doesn't have long, it seems. Ah. So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be the order of the day. Why don't grown-ups just ever say what's on their mind instead of pretending? She's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Girl, we will not be able to wrap this up quickly. I'm so sorry. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, briefly. You're in luck, Air Judge. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think. First, to review the victim in this case. Thank you for the review. I needed this girl. Thank you! Romaine Latouche, age 35. The global manager for diva songstress Lemira. Cause of death, blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. 45 to be exact. This report has all the details. The court accepts this into evidence. Autopsy. Finally! 9 to 9:30, alright. Okay, east. Yeah, that makes sense. I was just thinking of the crime scene, and then also, time is important, directions, everything's important, man. 45 caliber! That's quite large, isn't it? A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet, and it did. However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Really? Sadly, his blood loss was such that he couldn't be saved. I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, considering... Oh, I thought it was gonna continue, okay. 2 shots were fired. One shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found at the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram. Yes! The prosecution and their fuck-ass diagrams. Oh, so we basically kind of missed a whole portion of the room because we only... Oh, wait, no. We were standing, like, here and then looked that way and that way. Okay. Again, like, still, the one thing that doesn't make sense is that, like, the gun was here. Although my leading theory is that it was shot through, like, the window that was here. If the window it was there, because then, like, that's where the divider is. But it seemed to not be too big to my recollection. Because if it was a window, like, that would make sense there. So, like, listen, man, I don't know. I'm just trying to piece it together. This is where the bullets hit. I see. The court accepts this as evidence. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I think, no, this is all just second page shit. Voice correctors, how much I care. If we're talking about a .45 caliber revolver, we must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use. Really? Yeah, apparently. Weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body. The defense will take more care in choosing examples. As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. Yes. This dressing room only has one entrance, this door, but also a small window. That does seem to be the case, yes? However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots. Me? That low-key reminds me. Like, is it even legal for, Apollo to be working this case as a defense attorney? I'm low-key gonna have to do research for the video, but it's chill. Because, like, in the real world, I know, like, Ace Attorney is far removed from it, and it's, like, wacky and zany, nothing makes fucking sense, but that's why we love it. But, legally, if a defense attorney, like, witnesses a crime and is a, like, pretty key witness to the crime, I don't think they would be allowed to take the stand as a, like, an attorney, but they have to be a witness. That's my guess. At least. He's talking about you and Emma, huh? Yet when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course. But that's impossible! No, it's not. It's not, Clavier. What are you trying to state? I'm scared. I don't want to have another Godot situation. That's just gonna be exhausting. Exactly. This murder was impossible. For all but one person. One person? What's your plan, Twin? That is, of course, the defendant, Machito Bai. Oh, you're digging into that. All right. Only the defendant could have committed the crime? But how? It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear. Okay, so we're going on the vent theory, I see. But then how would he enter? And how does shit work? I'm gonna hear you out. And then ruin that fucking statement, because to me it does not make any sense. Very well. I assume you have testimony to back up this claim. Please show the witness to the stand. Is it Lemire or is it Machi? It's Emma. Hi, Emma. Your name and profession, please. I'm a Sky. I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security detail at the concert forum that night. Emma seems tired somehow. Security at the concert, you say? Some security I was. Couldn't even stop a murder. Ow, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know. Yes. I'm sure that makes her feel much better. I want to hear about these bigger mistakes. In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered. And we were able to identify the killer. No, Emma knows this shit's wrong. You may give the court your testimony, if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day and your discovery of the crime, please. Alright. Alright, Emma, what do you have to say? The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room, filled with blaring rock music, and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it. Girl, how? That's literally a fucking nothing burger of a testimony. Like, can we get some evidence? Can we get some proof? Can we get more, you know, something deeper than just, oh, he did it? I don't know. Just, Like, I would like some more, you know, meat to that testimony. Anyway. It was lucky that a detective was first on the scene. But that door was the only way out of the room, right? Yeah, pretty much. And I don't get it. How can they say that Machi did it? The vent. That's the only reason. Looks like we need a bit more information. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Sir, yes, sir. I think we can finally see this, like, properly now, and I'm not covering it, because I finally moved, and I think this is a great spot. So, anyway. Let's get to it, girls. I'm pressing everything, because nothing fucking makes sense. Although... this low-key makes sense. I want a little more. Like, how involved with the concert, maybe? We'll see. We were let in, though. I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you. They gave the Fraulein special permission to be there. And they wanted to see her again. Oh boy, did you hear that? We are officially involved now. Gee, great. Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off. So no other outsiders are there then. And then... it's okay. I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots. You were the one chatting. I was eating snackoos. Ah! Hey, no snacking in court! And you're sure the shots came from the mirror's room? Yes, absolutely. Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet. It's such a funny noise. Thanks. So, how about it, Emma? Oh my god. We were right. There. Hard to be mistaken about that. Please, either talk or eat. Not both at the same time! That's so funny. I'll apologize, my beloved hypocrite. Right. So after that, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door. Rock? Blaring, yes. When you say rock, are you referring to perhaps... to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days? That's right. When we went into the dressing room. Fishbowl. Music was blaring over the speaker on the wall. The pipes sound from the stage into the backstage through speakers. That way, people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage. Classic, classic. Did it have to be so loud? You don't listen to the Governors with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. That's sick. Thanks, man. I always have the backstage monitors at full volume. When we walked into the room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime. True. If you could hear that music playing. Then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself. Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation. Lousy ass investigation, bro. We did better. How? How? How could you know something like that? As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, we know there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack. And I was standing in front of that door. So, how could the killer have fled the scene? He wasn't in there in the first place. There's only one possibility, the air vent. Yes, it's suspicious that the ladder is there, but then how the fuck? I was rethinking things. Okay, for this claim, Machi could have been, theoretically Machi, could have been backed against the other side of the room, had the gun, pow, and then, but the thing that does not make sense of that is why the fuck would Latusa's back be facing him? Like, it could just be because I'm still a little sleepy, but like, it just doesn't make sense. Also, like, Machi could not be able to shoot a .45 caliber revolver. That kid is a twig. And he's blind. How the shit could you do that? Like, yes, I know, like, when you are blind, you do still have, like, some sort of vision depending on the severity of it, and yes, that you can like, you know, sends out surroundings, but then, like, this is a very new, I do not know how, like, blindness works, I'm so sorry, but, like, this is a very new surrounding, and in theory, like, you would not be used to the layout of the room yet, so, like, I just need more information. Game, I need more information. Ah! But that air vent was too small. Who could possibly? Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child. A child? Remember, access to those rooms were limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed. And of all the people invited with that concert, only one is small enough to be considered a child. The defendant! The pixie of the arpeggio flitted up towards the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime. Dude, the fact that we're literally blaming this kid for, like, a crime just because it doesn't make any sense for anyone else to be able to escape with no, like, actual substantial evidence is, like, crazy fucking work. Because in my opinion, that makes no fucking sense, dude. Like, genuinely. Literally, we were saying before, how the fuck could a kid shoot a .45 caliber revolver? How the fuck could somebody not trained with guns and a, like, skinny child shoot a .45 caliber? That makes no fucking sense. Objection! But that's just conjecture. No? There's no other way out of that room. Girl, because I wasn't in the room! How? Okay, listen. I know it was not in the room. I just don't know how the gun got in the room after the fact. Window. Window theory! You were there. You should know, Air Forehead. And there is another vital piece of evidence. So now you finally care to share. Okay, fine. This is the most ass circle time ever, bro. Evidence? What? Marks were found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened. Wait, what? And something else was found quite clearly. The defendant, Machi Tobai's fingerprints. What? Girl, that's what I'm saying. What? Order! 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 That air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Air Forehead, what fairy tale does this suggest to you? Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. Stairway to heaven. Everyone laugh. And that one is our pixie. Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was whooping it up in the audience, remember? So this was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. Now, the circumstances under which the body was found, how was it there? Examination of the crime scene was enough to nail down the killer? I'm sure they have a good reason. They must have a good reason to arrest Machi. And I'm going to find out what it was. Okay. So I've pressed everything, pretty much, and only the last tile mattered. Let's take a look at the evidence, girls. Okay. Look, I'm just still trying to wrap my head around, like, how the shit... No, because, like... Dude, a kid cannot shoot this shit, bro. No. Can I play with it? Oh, that's actually so sick. I'm so excited. Yeah, you get to play with it again. Sorry if that bit was a little long. I was just, really making sure that I was not losing my marbles. Okay, I'm just gonna go peek at tiles, see what I think is suspicious, and, like, yeah, we'll just see what happens. Okay, because it's a good reason to arrest Machi, but what? Well, we just got that. Okay, for the hell of it, I'm gonna press this just so we can press everything. To see if that's, like, what we need to do. The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes? That's right. What was a detective doing on the security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert. My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods. Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day, you might say. The stench of conspiracy. That day at the concert hall. Conspiracy. Well, isn't it obvious? My keys, that whole morning. No, the whole day was ruined. And it's all because someone stole my keys. I love this sprite of him. It's so good. It's... God, I love this game. I couldn't ride my hog to the show. I couldn't open my guitar case. There he goes again. Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them? Misplaced them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hands on their own.
What's this? Prosecutor Gavin, if your keys were in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect!
Oh, we did need to press everything. That's true. Love. Slow acting and new. That's a big word I don't know how to say. Hang on. Oh, wait. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Allow me. Hold on. Apparently it's a, fictional Ace Attorney poison. Love. Slow acting and new. Atroquini is waiting for you.
He's singing something.
Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top? Yes! Because that's just who he is, bro. The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was like a sailor, adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen. So I put the detective with the most time on their hands on the task.
I see. I can accept that.
Well, I can't. What do you mean, time on their hands?
I believe that's enough of that.
What?
Prosecution has a rather convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive.
Okay.
I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict, even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit.
I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witness. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough. Ugh, I can't be over already. I know it's not, because there's still a whole ass fucking game left.
Very well. I believe this trial is finished. If the defense has no contradicting evidence,
let's see. The only thing that I can really say is, hey guys, how the fuck can he shoot this? Okay, from the first time I examined it, is there anything that I doubt there's anything that I missed. Oh, yeah, because I think I've low-key examined everything I could think of. And we didn't even, like, check prints for this, bro. Like, by the way, YouTube, this is a fake gun. I'm not, making any violent gestures. I'm not, like, I literally have 7 subs, but still, hear me out. It's... Oh, okay, yes. This has gotten a lot harder because you literally have evidence of Machi tampering with the vent. So... I don't really think I got anything here. Prosecution has presented our proof clear and plain. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain.
Apollo! They've got us on the ropes already. We'd better come up with something quick.
I know. Think, what can get us out of this? We need evidence or a witness that can prove Machi is innocent beyond a doubt. Get Lemire in here? Because, said evidence or a witness, or maybe both, because they're both in orange text. I think I'm gonna see if I can get Lemire in here, because she would not be happy about this, and she could make a pretty good claim for that. Lemire might be our alibi. Evidence, I'm not sure. That's like the symbol, I think, but... Sort of pin fastener attaching things to clothes, not a safety pin type though.
So if it's not a safety pin, isn't it a danger pin?
I suppose if you stuck it in your eye, then yeah, sure. But you can do that with a safety pin too, for that matter.
Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin.
Oh, you're driving a danger pin through my heart here. Okay, that was fucking useless. Oh, yeah. Time elapsed between shooting and death currently under review. That's gonna be a big kicker, I bet. That's definitely gonna be a kicker when the time comes. If I can pull a mirror, because I don't know the evidence, but if I can get the mirror in here, that's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Without that.
Mr. Justice, do you have contradicting proof that can overturn the prosecution's case?
Yep, I totally do.
If you do, you'd better tell us about it now.
This is it, and so soon. If I mess this one up, it's all over. I know, Apollo. The court wants contradicting proof? I'm calling Lemire. Prosecutor Gavin, you claim that there are no witnesses of this crime. Are you absolutely sure? Absolutely. I'd swear it on my career as a prosecutor. Bold. And on my million-seller hit song, Outro Quinine, my love.
There he goes again.
That's too bad, because there's a witness.
Oh, really now? But how did you come to possess knowledge the prosecution clearly does not?
Because I am the only one in the world who knows this. Wait! We're the witness. That doesn't feel legal. But hey, I might sound like a hater. Actually, no, I'm the fucking #1 glazer. You saw the past, like, 10 episodes, bro. Like, I love the game. Yes! Oh, Siren! I was just, like, I was pre-firing. I was just, like, 5 steps ahead. Ooh, let's go. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Oh, witness. You're cold? Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Good. See. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? Witness is Siren. Yes.
What? The victim said this before he died?
Perhaps he did. Perhaps he did not. Bro, shut up! What do you mean by that? All we know is what Air Forehead says he said. No testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself. I fucking heard it! Fuck you! But it's the truth, he said it! I even told you about it. But apparently, you ignored me completely. It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly, this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job. Beef in the courtroom.
That's enough! Mr. Justice, we need clear contradictory proof from you. This witness of yours, unknown to the prosecution. I hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty.
Perhaps. Stiffer penalty than usual. Oh my god. We're really gonna do this bullshit again, Clav? Bro. He does piss me off, but I still like him. Perhaps a stiffer penalty than usually is called for. There's no backing out now.
Let's hear the name of your witness, Mr. Justice.
Okay, at least this is easy. You're 24. Okay, we'll look at this image. Cool.
Lemire,
because she's the siren.
Lemire.
Call Mr. Latouche's last words, which are real. Source, trust me, bro. The witness is siren. Yes.
Siren. Aha! He meant the siren.
That's right. The siren of the ballad, Lemire. Lemire was only on stage for the second set. And she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness.
I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
My claim still stands. There was no witness to this crime.
Very well.
Listen, both can be right. No witness to the crime. But we can get an alibi for Machi this way. Case in point, Machi's innocent. Ooh, Kilimanjaro.
Very well. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth then, shall we? We will now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination.
Take a break? Why can't it just be over?
Please show Lemire to the witness stand.
Lemira would say nothing the night of the murder. Not today, though. Today, we'll drag that story out of her no matter what it is. What you gonna think about that, Clav? Hi, Lemira! It is my distinct honor to welcome the Siren of the Ballad to our courtroom. It's really interesting that, like, this is still orange. Because it really is that important. You are too kind.
Ah, you can speak English.
Yes. Yes, I can. Though I am not very good. There's much I don't know.
You speak so well. Have you spent time here before?
Actually, I do not know how I came by my knowledge of your language. Nor where I studied it. Hmm? What does she mean she doesn't know? I, too, thought to kill her as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course.
What's that?
The mirror suffers from amnesia. Fuck! Fuck! This sucks! Would you at least know that the kid you're taking care for is at least by your side, though? Like, ugh. It's like fucking 2-1, bro. God damn it.
Amnesia?
The mirror is not my true name. Yet I remember nothing of the time before I was given it. Nothing of the time before I started singing on stage. Interesting.
Whoa! She's even more mysterious than I thought.
As a lauded singer Lemira, she lives the good life. There are little difficulties for her, thanks to her success. Yet, I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress.
I see. I care surprisingly little about people's past.
Exactly! That was a really funny statement to have in the game.
You have nothing to fear in this court, Lemira.
Thank you. Yet there is something I do not understand. I'm being called as a witness. What might I say? Usually in the Ace Attorney, the amnesia is either a ruse or something along those lines. I don't want to, like, immediately dig into Lemira, but, like, dude. I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it, man. Also, something I found interesting. When I was editing the video yesterday, I noticed on her 3D model during the concert portion, she had her brooch on. This one, to be precise. So that can be a little thing of interest, and maybe... I don't know how amnesia works either. I'm really uncultured when it comes to a lot of fucking things, but I don't know if... Actually, I can do a quick Google search. We're gonna figure this out together. If someone with amnesia sees an item, can it trigger a memory? Mine say I don't think I'm gonna find what I want. I'll just use fucking Reddit. I don't care. Okay, so like for that time from a Reddit article, I'm gonna take psych soon, so I'll learn later. But like with amnesia, it's only affecting the memory portion of your mind. So like I don't really think an object could trigger a memory, but it's like, hey, we found this. What do you know about this? You should be like, I don't know. Yeah. We'll just see how this goes. No one will tell me anything of what happened. Lemira, let me be frank. I did not want to ask you up here to testify. Yet, that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant that you stand.
Oh my. Congratulations, Apollo. You're the bad guy. Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime.
Let's see if we can actually get something good out of this. Madame Lemira, or whatever. As for what I saw nothing. That night, I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set. Then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room, and was told to wait there. It was where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details. Objection, brooch in the room? That's my one thing.
I must say, you sound wonderful just testifying.
I hope he was too attracted to hear what she was actually saying. There you have it. She saw nothing that night. Now we can only pray that the defense has some sense to admit defeat. and refrain from detaining her longer than need be.
Oh, you just got better, Apollo. Way to go. Very well, Mr. Justice. Keep it short and sweet.
Lemira wouldn't talk to me at the night of the crime. She must know something, and I've got to find out what. I love how Apollo is taking my, like, corner on this. Like, I don't trust anything related to amnesia in this game, or anything of I forget, because usually the witness is lying from the times that we've seen it in the trilogy. Which means I'm right, and I'm gonna press, and I'm gonna be the fucking bad guy, because the truth trumps all. Because fuck you. Go Apollo Justice! Okay. Hang on. This is the one that is like, nah, because, for your performance, you had the brooch on. And now it's off. And it's gone. And it's in our possession. So, and it was found in the crime scene, so, what do you mean by that? I'm gonna press it first, and then see if I'm not stupid. Let's put this one. But you must have seen something. Mr. Latouche named you. Mr. Latouche? How can I tell you what I don't know? Lemira, he said you were a witness with his dying words. I do not know what he meant to say, but that night... Did I press this one, or did it, like, go back to the first one? Oh, I think I pressed the first one. Oh, okay. You did not return backstage once. Where were you then? What were you doing? I was cleaning up on stage. There were many things I must do for a performance other than simply sing. And was Machi with you at the time? Unfortunately, I do not know where he was. That is fucking weird. Because I remember, I forgot specifically who, but someone did say that Machi never leaves your side, and as a part of your contract, that Machi is by your side 24/7 because he is blind. And also does not speak the language of the country. So, like, why the fuck would he not be by your side? I'm just curious. So much for an alibi for Machi. That was my plan too, Apollo Justice! That's what I was thinking. I do want to present the brooch. I just don't know if I'm right, and I'm scared if I'm wrong. But, like... Objection! And I'm right! I finally have a W. I finally got it at the first try. Yes! I'm slowly getting smarter, guys!
Guys, oh my god, yay, I'm finally winning.
Sorry, Lemira, but I'm having trouble believing you. Do you know something? Are you really a wicked temptress behind the robe? Let's see. You remember this brooch, do you not? Why, that's Lemira's. She was wearing it for her song. Thank you, Gavin! That's exactly what I needed! Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin? Oh, the music's getting hype! Let's go, let's go! What? This brooch was found after the murder took place. At the very scene of the crime. What? Oh, girl, you're sweating. Okay. Okay. I'm scared for Gavin. Please don't be a killer. Please don't be a killer. Please don't be a killer. Lemira. How did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? And as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night. Hello, that's a crazy shock sprite.
What is the meaning of this? Lemira, please explain.
Lemira? Lemira? Oh, I'll take the pussy right out. Wait, you know Virginian? What? She says English is quite difficult. That trick is not going to work here. Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you've missed one important fact. What now? It's crazy Clav knows fucking Virginian, holy shit. In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment. What? Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak. Is she really saying all that?
What's he talking about, Apollo?
Right when the incident occurred? Ugh! Is she talking about that? Girl, what? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help is on the way. The witness is... Siren? How could a siren witness anything? Yipes! Emma? Oh, what was that? Who's there? Oh, shit. What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I heard a door close. So what the fuck were you doing in here? I looked into the room. Just a glance, mind you. So this is when your brooch dropped. But it's inside the fucking room! Bro. Bro, this is so fucking dumb! That explains that. It does. There's no other time I could have dropped it. But that's ridiculous! You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch. Which wasn't even a fucking safety pin, it was like a brooch pin, so how the fuck would it come off? Rage bait the trial, Jesus Christ. Your forehead. Hmm? She has raised a possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evidence.
So she looked in at the crime scene.
Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened, of course. But the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. Your forehead shouting, "Who's there?" No doubt. A horrible voice indeed. Damn! Right, bro! I closed the door immediately. And you did not call for help? Well, you're traumatized, but like,
Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony.
It's too convenient. She's hiding something. Girl, don't worry. Lemira, you did look into the room though, right? Yes. Testify as to what you saw. Very well. Though it was only the briefest of glimpses. Oh! Oh, would you look at that? How interesting. Alright, alright. We're gonna catch her in a lie. Okay, I'm gonna look at her sprites. Man, she's solid. Her hands are down. Like, I'm trying to think of like what could be a like a twitch or a nervous habit. It could be like a subtle eye twitch, because like her hands are down here, so we don't really have anything there. And I don't think we'll be able to get anything there. Let's take a peek, guys. Let's allow us to proceed. I don't think we can go down to your hands, could we? No, yeah, we can't. Actually, wait a minute. I'm gonna pass on this one, press it, get a little bit more information. A wall? Was there a wall there? Is what in English? A division, or a partition, I believe. I can't believe you're low-key bilingual. That's crazy. It was a large dressing room divided into two halves. Okay, wait, that actually does make more sense. Okay. And the murder took place in the inside half. I guess that partition might have hidden the body. Real shit, though. Okay, no, but my one problem is that Apollo was able to get to the other side, so that means that, in theory, window theory still might not be okay. Alright. I think I'm just gonna gather more information before I perceive anything. Specifically, with Machi, correct? How was he then? He seemed as he always does. Though I believe he was shocked by the news of Mr. Latouche's death. Yet, he's not the type to show much emotion. Yes, he's given the police no end of headaches. He answers most questions with silence, and those glinting frames speak nothing. Questioning hasn't gotten very far. We sat there, Waiting. How was the incident explained to you? I was told nothing in detail, only that Mr. Latouche died.
Of course, investigations require some security.
But Mr. Latouche was my manager. I wanted to know more. I should have been told. Both Machi and I were beside ourselves with concern. Allow me to apologize, but please understand. Keeping you in the dark was as painful for me as it was for you. Yes, I understand. Think, what doesn't ring true about her testimony?
It's hard to imagine Lemira lying.
She might not be lying, but she's hiding something. What wouldn't she tell me the night of the murder? Shit, that's right. What wouldn't she want to... Like, honestly, it was like once we started to press for information about her witnessing the crime, it was like locked the fuck down, you know? I really think it's this tile. I just don't know, because I think we need to perceive it, catch her in the lie, and then we can present the evidence for it. I'll cross the evidence bridge when I get there. I just need to get this done first. I don't think it was that. So it was that, and then I got stuck for a long-ass time, and I'm skipping all the TS because it is really fucking boring. So anyway, this is when I cracked the code. God, she really does just give us nothing, man. Dude, like, give us a pizza with nothing? Like, nothing? She's just so fucking closed off. This is low-key infuriating. Wait. Oh, thank fuck, I finally found it. She hit you with the... Finally. See? Oh my god, I win. I win. I win. I win. I win. Oh my fucking god. Gotcha! Holy shit, that took so fucking long. Thank fuck. Okay. Dude, I'm gonna be so fucking locked in on, like, nervous ticks now. Oh my god, this is crazy. If anybody, I swear to god, if anyone's around me and they glance off, their eye twitches, they start fiddling, I'm about to start pointing that shit out, bro. I'm locked. I'm so fucking locked. Holy shit. Okay, let's actually continue on with this fucking thing. Anyway. The late Mr. Latouche's body, you say? Yes? You know something more about Mr. Latouche's death than you're saying. What? I can see you trying not to remember. But the effort made you swallow. Hit you with the... Can't fool my eyes. It's true. It was so terrible after all. Why did Mr. Latouche have to be shot? One moment, Lemira? Yes? What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Latouche have to be shot? You know shit. Yes? She was hiding something. I knew it! Lemira, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony. How could that be? Oh, she's sweating. Take this! Lemira contradicted her own testimony, and I have the evidence to prove it. I think it's actually time for this, because of the whole fucking partition thing, because I know that so well, because I pressed that shit so many fucking times. There was a partition, and you shouldn't be able to see it, but you said you saw it, so what the fuck? That's my claim. If I do not misunderstand the meaning of contradiction. Ah, fuck. It is you who contradict, Mr. Justice. Huh? Your evidence is meaningless. Ah! Wrong evidence! What the fuck do you mean, wrong evidence, bitch? Girl. God damn it. Oh, I can save here. Okay, cool. Cool. Gotta think this over. What did she say again? Why did Mr. Latouche have to be shot? Yeah, that's really interesting. I wish we can be like, you just fucking lied. Why? Is it the gun? Like, I'm just confused. Like, what the fuck do you mean? No, because, like, the entire time she said, I saw nothing. I didn't see a fucking thing. No, I didn't know. And then also, it's like, hey, we claimed that it was this, because you can't see past the fucking diagram, so... What the fuck would it be? How would we contradict? Is it the gun? Why did he have to be shot? Gun? Like, I don't fucking know. The murder weapon. I don't know if it's the revolver or if it's that picture, because otherwise it's... Okay, I'm just... For us, because we are solving this case together. So, okay. Irrelevant, 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 relevant? Irrelevant, irrelevant, irrelevant. Relevant, not irrelevant. I meant irrelevant, irrelevant? So, like, there's, like, 2 more pieces of evidence I could, like, potentially show, but, like, I mean, like, yeah, shit, the keys, the guitar, the bullet, that's all funky, but, like, that doesn't make any sense to be like, no, you knew about the shot because of the lyrics, girl. That would be so fucking stupid. That's gonna be the last fucking thing I try, you know? Yes, I'm safe carpet bombing this because I don't want to lose. I want to have at least, like, 3 hearts for, later. Because I'm fucking stupid, okay? I'm stupid. I just realized I'm not exactly living up to my statement. I'm just cheating in a different way. Yeah, because, like, I'm definitely fucking cheating by, like, doing this. By low-key bending time so that I don't fucking lose. It's 100% cheating. But I'm not looking up things. It's, like, the stupid, dumb fucking thing that my brother does to me all the fucking time when we're in a playful argument, of course, because we don't actually hate each other. And I'm like, nah, yeah, like, it's lesser when, like, my older brother does it, because it's, like, fine, because, you know, my younger brother's a little shit, my older brother's pretty chill. And he's like, what? So, if I kill someone, and then if I kill 2 people, and then he kills 1 person, he's fine. It's like, bro, it just always pisses me off. It does. And, like, the only thing that I could say is you always take things to the extreme. He's like, yeah, because fuck you. I'm like, fuck you, you know? Because that's just kind of how siblings go. I forgot why I said all that. No, why did I say that? I don't even know why I said that. Anyway, I don't, what do I present? Like, what? I'm so sick of this woman, bro, genuinely. Like, what the fuck do I have to contradict her fucking testimony? I hate this woman. We don't need to be like, yeah, I can prove that she contradicted her own testimony. She fucking said it in court. That should be enough. That should just be enough, bro. Because there's only so much you can do. What the fuck is going on? Is it the request? Because it's like, information concerning the crime to be restricted to police and related parties. Like... Oh, it is that. Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but, like, that took me so fucking long to get there. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can actually lock the fuck in. Okay. Tell me, Lemire. How did you know he had been shot? This is what I wanted to say the entire fucking time. We just had to present evidence to get to a simple statement. Okay. We're gonna continue on with the game, and we're gonna have a good time. Yay. Well, Immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court. No one told me anything about the incident. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet you knew that Mr. Latouche had been shot. How could you have known? Yark. There we go. Give me that inverted shit. Yeah. Thank you.
Lemire! You aren't hiding something from this court, I hope?
That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet. Now I remember. Please, allow me to add to my testimony. Okay, thank fuck. Thank fuck. Of course. All we want to know is the truth.
She looks kind of pale, huh?
She saw something, I know it. Even the victim said so. Girl, she fucking did. And now we're back to this bullshit. So it is going to be evidence this time because, okay. Note to self for the future. Every single time the shit starts glowing, you have to perceive 100% all the time. I love learning how to play the game. Okay, saw the bullet holes in the wall. But you said you just took a glance. So what the fuck is the meaning of that? Only a glimpse, yet you knew they were bullet holes. Yes, I recognized them immediately. I've seen bullet holes before, you know. You have traveled the world as a singer. You must have sung in places far more dangerous than our country. I go where my voice is needed. Those places are many these days.
That's really cool. I hope I get to travel like Lemire someday.
I plan on recording my next album overseas. Oh my god. That's the game telling us, hey, Clav's not gonna be the next one, and it's about to be Phoenix and Edgeworth! Woo! I'm so excited for Edgeworth to come back, bro. Pushing through this game, well, it's a really good game. I actually enjoyed this playthrough a lot, contrary to everything I say bitching about it. But once Phoenix and Edgeworth are back, I'm gonna have the time of my life voice acting Edgeworth, bro. That was my magnum opus back in the playthrough that I did with my brothers. Like, shit, upwards of like a couple years ago at this point. That's crazy. That's so fucking crazy, dude. Oh my god. Man, that was such a fun time. Oh, Edgeworth's coming back, and I still got that voice on lock. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Edgeworth! Edgeworth, my goat! My goat! Their studios have a different sound, you know. Maybe I should go on a Chords of Steel tour, too. You should, Apollo! Have fun! Nah, because you could see him, but it was right against the door. And if you said you took a glimpse, then what the fuck is that? So guess what time it is? Yeah, because, like, bullet holes... Yeah, but it was just kind of like, yeah, there was bullet holes in the wall. But it was, like, right up against the door, so how the fuck could you see it? Because it's like, wait, no, you couldn't have seen it because the door covered it. Yay! Yay! Alright, this one's easy. Objection, the door fucking covered it, you dumbass. I'm so smart. Me being fucking an idiot for the past, like, what, 30 minutes? Oh, no! I forgot that does that. Lemire, they call you the siren of the ballad, but lies are hardly becoming of such a creature.
A put-down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice. Such put-downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo.
Stop polishing your forehead, start polishing your character. Yeah? Dude! That was good! Holy shit. By the way, I am better than Clavier. If I see you with a big forehead in public, I will never do such a thing. Me saying in public, I have 7 fucking subs. I need to get a hold of myself. Come on, can it be cool for once? No, Apollo is me. Observe the diagram. Lemire, you looked in from the door for just a moment. Correct?
Yes, that is so.
There were bullet holes in the room. Yes, but they were in the wall the door was on. You see? Assuming you merely glanced into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes.
Ah!
Yoink. I don't know how I would say that, but like, anyway.
Lemire.
Yes.
I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something.
And I must tell you what it is that I saw.
Yes. The happenings in this trial are being recorded, and I'm certain it will be on the news in Virginia. You understand your reputation is at stake. It falls on you to avoid tarnishing it.
Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing. Girl, are you fucking dense? No, you have a plan, don't you? Clive, you got a plan. No, I think I know where this is going. No, actually, I don't know where this is going. I'm lying. But she knew how much Latus died, and he named her as a witness. You must have seen something, Lemire. I agree with Apollo.
Very well. Lemire, please, continue your testimony.
Do we get a new one?
Very well, I shall.
Can we please get a new one? Thank fuck, okay. New testimony, guys! New testimony, new me!
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit.
So we are claiming that, okay.
There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Machi. It was a grown person. I know it was.
Okay.
So you did witness the crime. And the killer was a grown person, you say?
This is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, Air Forehead.
Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin your cross-examination.
Great going, Apollo. You were right about Lemire. What's wrong? You don't look too happy.
This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. Alright, let's lock in, guys! Let's lock the fuck in! Alright. Alright. I would like to know more about it, because you can only... I don't... because... you... We'll see. My theory might be wrong. What exactly is something like a little window?
Yes, well, window is the best word I know in English. I think it is how it's said, yes.
You need not worry, Lemire. Your choice of words is impeccable. There's a small window in the dressing room in question. Perhaps the defense remembers this detail.
That little window on the wall. I saw the crime from there.
Because she's not lying about anything.
You are certain you heard 2 shots fired?
Yes, I'm quite certain. I was on my way to the backstage exit. This was when I heard a faint sound, like a gunshot. Wondering what it had been, I peered through the window. That is when I heard the second gunshot, much closer.
There were 2 bullet holes in the scene. No contradiction so far.
It all happened on the other side of that window. There was nothing I can do.
Okay. So Apollo says there's no contradictions, which means I'm most likely gonna have to press everything and then the game will just continue like that. That's my guess. It wasn't Machi who shot. Are you sure?
Yes, quite certain.
It amuses me that you would question her testimony. It is testimony in your favor. Isn't it my job to object?
Yeah, Apollo, what were you thinking?
Trucy, let's just listen to what Lemire has to say. Can you tell me how you were so sure?
Yes, of course. You see.
No, Apollo is on the ball. Apollo and I are on ball. We're both knowers. Yeah, anyway. A grown person. That's a little vague.
I am sorry. My skill with your language is lacking, I know.
Certainly you could at least see whatever the shooter was, male or female.
It was a man. A young man.
And you're sure of that?
Yes, his voice was quite clear.
Voice? Sorry, I just know spoilers and I'm really fucking scared. It's just what happens when you doom scroll Ace Attorney on Pinterest. You just get fucking spoiled. That's why I always wait until I'm, like, finished with the game, and then I doom scroll. My little reward for finishing the game.
Looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It does seem likely that you wouldn't have a clear view of the shooter.
As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes.
Makes sense.
When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. That voice was the voice of a man.
So you heard a voice, but wait. Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Lettiers? Oh, girl.
Absolutely not. Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice? If it was Mr. Lettiers who spoke, I would have known.
Indeed. So you were at the window and you heard the shooter's voice. The voice of a young man.
Apollo, this is a good testimony. That proves it wasn't Machi.
Indeed.
I hate how quiet Apollo is. He's gone nonverbal. He's locked in. I'm so fucking scared. Oh my god. The burden of knowing. The burden of being a knower. I hate this.
If this turns out to be true, it would cast this case in a considerably different light. What is the defense's opinion of the testimony?
I did not get this far. Shit. I don't know if I lie or if I say it's contradictory, because I did not press the earlier ones. I just started pressing with the things that I thought that mattered. I'd say it's pretty fucking good, though. Well, I'd have to say it's pretty good. Vital, even. This shows that the shooter wasn't Machi. Fuck. Surely you can't be serious there, Forehead. Why not? Lemire, I understand why you would want to protect Machi. Yet remember, you are the siren of the ballad, and lies do not become such a creature.
What does the prosecution mean?
Apollo, what is he talking about?
How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that? What the fuck? I recall the state of the crime scene quite well. The state of the room? Yes, and when the murder took place, that window was closed. I find it hard to believe that you could hear a voice through it. Who says the walls are thick? You can still hear shit through walls. My fucking house, because these walls are thin as hell.
What? But I'm sure.
Lemire, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense. But my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser. Keep fighting, Apollo! But she's the only eyewitness we have. Oh shit, the girls are fighting! So you say. And the victim named her the Siren as a witness. That's right. That's what Mr. Latouche. We heard your claim. We heard your claim. We even entertained the possibility, and it brought us to this. Air Judge.
Yes?
Prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Fuck! Please.
I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request. There is indeed a question of the witness's credibility.
But if Lemire can't testify,
Then we don't have a chance of proving Machi's innocence.
oh, did I lose?
This cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin, you may continue making your case.
Danke. Now where were we? I think I said that right. I don't know. I'm gonna check real quick. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it good and move on. Yes. I would like to hear from the Fraulein detective again. Fuck. Yes, Apollo. Wait, let me hear Lemire's testimony one last time. Oh, so that was the wrong one.
But the cross-examination is already over. Until such a time as need arises, this witness may leave the stand.
Fuck. I'm sorry I could not be one of more assistance.
Did I lose? Or is this how I was supposed to go? Alright, Cloud, wrap it the fuck up. At last, back to the real trial. Ready, Air Forehead? I hope I didn't just miss my only chance. Fraulein Detective, how far have we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted? Don't ask me! I dislike saying the same thing twice. And I never repeat a song for an encore.
If you would, Miss Sky?
I believe I was saying the only way Mr. Latouche's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling. Looks like that window theory can't work. Fuck, I think we're cooked.
Ah, yes, there is only one door in the room. And a witness. You were standing in front of it.
That air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have a difficult time.
Sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people who are not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for our killer is the defendant. A virtuoso performance. Gonna put it better myself.
She does state a clear case. And reading the report, something caught my eye.
Ew, what's that?
The circumstances of the defendant's arrest.
Thank you, Judge! Fuck! The circumstances? Again?
Hey, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre.
Yeah, no, tell me about it. I had to take a breath. She's right. Why did Mr. Latouche's body disappear from the room? And end up on top of that stage tower? Holding a guitar, no less. Are we getting like a brain blast? A perceptive observation, Air Judge.
Ah, thanks. It was kind of an accident, really.
Me.
But you work in this job long enough. You get a nose for things.
The judge sure seems pleased with himself.
Very good, Fraulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? Yeah, how the fuck was it moved? That kid could not carry that massive ass man. Bro is twigs and bones, brother.
I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics.
Oh, here we go again. All right, wrap it up.
He moved the body to match the mirror song.
I would like to, how the fuck would he move it?
No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. And Machi practically left his signature at the scene.
All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant. Girl, are you fucking with me? I'm so pissed. Lemire's song? Yes, the guitar serenade. You noticed it's code, too, did you not? It's code. All the events that day follow the lyrics to our song. Yeah. First, the keys, my heart, held on so tightly were stolen. Then, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames on stage. Mr. Latus's life was taken by a bullet. The rest hardly needs an explanation. Guitar, up together to the sky. Ah, shit. But how the fuck did Machi get the body over there? What the fuck?
That's mad! It's like a story out of some fairy tale!
Girl, how the fuck did that kid, bro? I'd admit, I'd forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were.
Hey, you know, I was the one who first noticed that.
I've heard of jumping rope to songs, counting to songs, but killing?
It's a wild world out there, Air Judge. Girl, I'm so sick of your bullshit.
Very well. I've heard one song and dance, let's get on to the next. The cross-examination.
I'm not so sure I'm going to be doing much singing. Thank you, Apollo. I'm pressing everything! Because Girl, I just need context. I'm sick and tired of the bullshit. This is so dumb. I hate this. Who would steal a body just to match some lyrics? And how the fuck could that tiny ass kid carry this big ass man out of a fucking room? Nobody fucking noticed. Put that shit on a fucking stage, rose it, and then was just fucking passed out next to him holding a fucking guitar. How in the fresh fuck could a kid that do that? Dude, I'm so sick. Oh my god. And not in the gagged way, in the I'm so done with the shit way.
I didn't believe it myself, but it can't just be a coincidence.
It is as Fraulein Detective says. Let us begin with the first verse, if you would, Fraulein Detective.
What? You want me to sing it?
You are the witness, yeah? Or did you want me to sing? I warn you, my fee as a vocalist is not trivial.
Fine, let's look at the first part of the lyrics, shall we?
I won't sing them, but don't worry.
When you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight.
Indeed. My favorite heart-shaped keyring was stolen that morning.
Next, we go to the right page of the lyric sheet, where we find, burning on my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away.
It was so fucking funny, this shit has to be normal.
As we know, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flame. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away, all away. Mr. Latus's life was taken by a bullet.
Bravo, Fraulein Detective. Your singing, it's not bad. Now for the finale. Guitar, up together to the sky. As it says in the lyrics, Mr. Latus is found with the guitar high in the sky over the stage. Girl, but oh my god. No series of coincidences could be so well conceived.
He is right, scientifically speaking.
Shut the fuck up! What would Walkie have said? That concert was whack. Yo, Apollo with the refs! Oh shit, that was great. Oh, fuck, yeah, I love that. I love that he did that.
It's hard to argue when she pours her heart into it like that.
Fuck, I should have done that. It's okay. Anyway, the shooter. Yeah, but like, we're saying this is Machi who did it? Does the prosecution have any idea why he'd do all of this?
You want my scientific opinion? No clue.
See?
But he clearly has a reason to go through all that trouble. Some deep reason.
Which is what? A deep reason? Which what? Not only did he steal my keys, he torched my guitar. Oh, so now we're all pinning the blame on him. Well, that's like what your job, but still. Unforgivable acts, even if he had a reason. And worse, if he had none.
Diva's complaints aside, I can't imagine someone doing this just on a whim.
Diva. He is such a diva! Slash pause. I love Clove. It's just he's really pissing me off right now. Fraulein Detective, I take offense at that description.
Indeed, it does seem too rehearsed, shall we say.
Yes, this crime was planned for sure.
Yeah, not by Machi.
Dude. But Mr. Latou spoke English. He may have come to this country before.
I looked into that, I assure you.
Oh.
It was his first time in the country, it seems. Apparently, he learned English on his own.
Great! You see, no one here had a motive to kill him. Certainly not in such an elaborate fashion.
It does seem difficult to imagine.
Unless our famous prosecutor did it as a publicity stunt.
What did you say? Oh my god, Emma D1 hater is so funny.
Prosecutor Kevin, you did this to promote your song?
Girl, no, it's a joke. Of course not. And I'm quite dismayed by the ludicrous nature of her claim. Why would I need a promotion? Everyone already listens to my music.
They're even in my textbook at school.
Damn! And I never heard of them. What does that say about me? Girl, don't worry. You're just unk. It's okay. I was just kidding. Don't get all worked up, Glimmer Boy. Oh, she's so mean. Oh, I love that. I low-key love that for her. So what do you mean by the signature at his... what do you mean by his signature?
The bullet holes in the wall, of course.
The bullet holes? Girl. The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall.
And that means what exactly?
That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. It can't have been more than 5 feet apart.
It would be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that range.
Difficult to miss, you say?
Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim.
No, you can't be serious.
Machi, he can't see.
Wait a minute, is Emma now defending her shit? Because I remember her claiming it's like, yo, the fucking recoil on this shit is whack, bro. Like, you could only, like, you have to have good control over the gun to be able to shoot that shit. And Machi shooting that gun makes absolutely no fucking sense. And, like, that's what I've been thinking this entire time. So, also, he can't fucking aim. Bro cannot fucking see. How does he play the piano? Low-key, it makes sense. I just don't know how to explain it. I might put something up, on the screen now.
Machi, he can't see. That's why he missed?
Oh.
It's the only explanation that makes sense. So how did he get a second fucking time? He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly.
That reminds me. The monitor in that room was blaring at that time, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound.
Blind shooter. No wonder he missed.
And missed once? And not multiple times? There's no... I knew those bullet holes would come back to haunt me. Think justice. What do I do now? I'm raising objections, bro. Every single time. You just gotta keep pushing. Sure, there are bullet holes left in the wall, but that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see. No? No, so. Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim.
That's certainly possible.
And it might have been the revolver's fault.
The revolver?
No! You're so right, Apollo! Spit your shit! Facts, my brother! Spit your shit, indeed! The revolver was a very large caliber, correct? This is the point that I'm bringing up! Apollo! I'm so proud of you!
If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why, it could dislocate their shoulder.
Exactly. The defendant, Machi Tobai, is, as you can see, tiny. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would have thrown off his aim.
Convincing argument, to be sure.
Take that, smug prosecution. Oh, he's smirking. Holy shit. Oh, that's my guy. That's my guy.
Apollo,
Huh? What?
that bit about Machi being tiny and the gun throwing off his aim, aren't you kinda, admitting that he did it?
Oh. Does not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. Even the defense seems to agree on that point. Fuck! I thought I was gonna be able to get my way out of that one! Shit! No, but like, listen, hear me out! Like, if he dislocated his shoulder, how could he shoot a gun? Oh, I'm being dead ass! Like, can we walk through this process again, please? I should've, fuck, shit! Cripes, I really put my foot in it this time. But, let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, Fräulein Detective.
Very well, the witness will add this to her testimony.
Ooh, right. That might help us. That might have actually helped us. Okay. No, Trucy, I wanted to go back.
This doesn't look so good, does it, Apollo?
No, it doesn't.
What do we do?
First, we don't panic. You know, Machi's case is leaking water by the gallon. Gavin's on a roll, and it's up to me to stop him. Okay, so it's Loki just like locked the fuck in. Okay, I pressed that one, I pressed that one. Press that one. Press that one. And now we're gonna press this one. So maybe it was good. Apollo, you're grasping, girl. Oh, fuck! So I think it was good that we actually pressed it because we got more testimony, which means that we could potentially, like, find the... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so fucking lost. You can't say he was blind just because of those bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that.
I wouldn't call it proof, per se.
Huh? You merely raised a possibility. Fräulein Detective has made a most logical conjecture based upon the evidence. Of course, there's more evidence than just bullet holes. The defendant was the only one who could have escaped through the air vents. But wait, if he was blind, how would he know about the air vent in the first place? Ah, very good point. Well, Fräulein Detective, if you would care to explain. He certainly seems sure of himself. Call the crime scene, if you would. There was a stepladder below the air vent. As it happens, maintenance was scheduled for that day. Custodial staff went around checking all the air vents. I don't believe it. Everyone backstage was told about the maintenance, including Machi Tobai. He would have known that there was a way out at the top of that stepladder. But that's... why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? You could have figured it out for yourself. You only needed to consider what that stepladder was doing there.
Looks like the defense's objection has been squished by a stepladder.
Well, there, forehead. Out of ammunition, perhaps? Never seen Prosecutor Gavin so aggressive. Exactly, girl. Get into the psychology and the nitty-gritty of it all, and then you'll find the answers why. Maybe he's caught the scent of blood.
Apollo, don't you have something? Anything? You know what we need? We need something to prove the killer could see. That'll put him in his place.
Proving the shooter was sighted would do it. Take down one of their central points. Do I have any evidence that can prove that, though? Well, granted, with Ace Attorney saying this, I do. Okay, I'm gonna comb through my evidence. Let us see here. Proving the shooter was sighted. Do I have any evidence that can prove that the killer could see? I don't know. Shooting this bitch in the shoulder? If it was a headshot, then that makes more sense. But like, dude, oh my god, I don't know what do I even have evidence? I feel like games say yes, but I don't feel like I have anything for it because, well, I did need that, but I don't really know. Do I have evidence to prove that? Well, like, the game was like, hey, prove he could fucking see. And I'm like, no. That's an objection that I think I could raise. This is like, how would a blind person be able to navigate through all this bullshit that's around everywhere, you know? Like, that could be it. But I don't really think there's anything else. Also, like, why is there no prints of the revolver? Yes, Monty's prints were on the vent, but like, the gun itself, we don't have prints on that, and I wish we had prints on that because that would reveal everything that we would need to know. Because that's the only thing that I could really do. If not, then it would be this somehow. But girl, I don't know. Person that shit. Fine, I accept the prosecution's challenge. As I knew you would, air forehead. Okay, I was supposed to do this. What exactly am I up against here? Prosecution is saying the shooter missed because they couldn't see. 4, Machi, who was blind, did it, which is so fucking dumb. The defense will please present their evidence. Evidence that overturns the prosecution's claim that the shooter can't see. It's messy. How could you maneuver so quickly? That's the thing, bruh. Because it's like, listen, Emma and Apollo. I was gonna say I am Apollo and Apollo is me. But Emma and Apollo were like yapping outside the dressing room, right? Heard shot number 1. Pause. Heard shot number 2. Pause. Oh my fucking god. Is the mirror okay? Bust that shit in. Nobody was inside. So, tell me, Prosecutor Gavin, how could Machi get out of this cluttered ass room in like 5 fucking seconds? I would like to hear what you have to say. Thank you. If not, fuck. But
I'm not sure that overturns anything, Mr. Justice.
fuck. Oh, wrong evidence, I'm guessing. Apparently both love and justice are blind. All right, wrap it up. I have to think there must be something, anything.
This doesn't look so good, does it, Apollo? No, it doesn't.
Nah, there has to be evidence. Just don't know what it is, bro. Fuck me. What could it be? Genuinely, what the fuck could it? Wait, if the killer would. No, but that. Oh my god, everything is backing up their statement. I'm so fucking mad. Because it's like, but why did Miss Latus clutch that keyring so tightly? I gotta think of like UC, because like dying, wrote something in blood, clutched in hand. So if the killer couldn't see, why the fuck was he clutching this? I guess I might want to present the picture. I don't know what I'm doing. Prosecution is saying the shooter missed because they couldn't see. 4, Machi, who is blind, did it. Yeah. Evidence that overturns prosecution's claim that the shooter couldn't see. It could be very easy. Could be simple. I could be overthinking it like last time with the mirror. But the thing is, I don't know. Don't fucking know. I really don't know. Because if the victim couldn't see, why would he be clutching the keys like that? I don't think that would be a really sound claim, but like, it could have something to do with the picture, but it's not this. I'm either thinking like keys or keys, you know, like key, I don't. Otherwise, like, I don't think anything else. I'm gonna try this, see how it goes. I am just defeated. Oh! Oh shit! Okay! Facts, my brother, spit your shit indeed. This is that evidence.
That photograph of the crime scene?
I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face, but this is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor, the crime scene. And there is something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point. Then perhaps you best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah?
Very well. Show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. Contradiction at the scene of the crime is...
One of two things. Actually. Wait, I figured it out. If the killer couldn't see, why is the blood smeared? Why is the blood smeared? Because he wrote out something. A name. Anything. He wrote it out in blood. Why would it be smeared? If the killer couldn't see. There we go. I think I finally got it. It's the blood. You're on the blood. The contradiction is right here. I swear to God, if this is wrong, I'm gonna do it. The smeared blood stains. Yes, yes.
I thought it was just my blurry vision.
It's okay, girl.
But it really was blurry. The way the victim's hand was raised above his head. Much like a gesture I have seen many times in this court.
It's almost as if he wrote something?
Aha! I get it. At least I think I get it.
Get what, Fraulein?
When Mr. Latouche was shot, he tried to write something.
And what would he write but the shooter's name?
And what would he write it but his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
Thanks for making my point for me. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here.
That does seem to be a distinct possibility.
The victim wrote the killer's name.
It's certainly a logical conclusion.
Drat, I just wish it wasn't rubbed out like that.
Of course, it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind.
Neither would I. Which means the killer could see! No one has anything else to say? Like, I don't know, the killer could fucking see because of this? I mean,
About what?
So, the prosecution accepts this? You agree this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And the killer tried to rub the name out? What's your point? Everyone is so stupid, this is funny. What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name?
Well, Mr. Latouche was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was...
Hey! We just saw! Ooh! The killer could see! The killer could see! You dumbass! Ah!
Wait!
Once he saw what it was...
But what did you just testify about the shooter?
I said they were blind.
Oh my god! Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise? May I remind the court that defendant Machi Tobai is blind. He couldn't have been the shooter. Impossible! Girl, you're stupid. I'm better.
Order! Please explain to me what all this means.
Clav, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see.
Clav, what are you hiding? Oh my god.
Yet up until now...
Yeah, Clav. Seems I owe the court an apology. You better make a damn good apology video, I swear to God. I swear to God.
Eh?
The Gaviners are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred. During our concert, apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner. Are we doing the updated autopsy report bullshit? I swear to God. Oh, does every single prosecutor have to do this? I swear to fucking God. Clav, you're cool, but you're really pissing me off right now, bro. Oh my fucking God. Not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here.
Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Like he, knows something we don't, and he's about to tell us?
I got an idea. Let's rock!
Girl.
With these documents. But before that, I remember seeing that meme! That was funny! Anyway, but I hate this. I have a question for the Fraulein detective, if I may. What? Tell me. Why do you think that Machi Tobai is blind? He was blind at birth? Right? Huh? What did he say? What are you saying? Of course he's blind. Of course. He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't the mirror lead him around by the hand all the time? No way. I have a report here on the defendant Machi Tobai. According to this, Machi Tobai can see perfectly well. Oh my fucking god. What? Bro. Oh my god. All that shit was for nothing. Ninjago Season 7 with the Jin. All of that shit was for nothing. Nothing fucking mattered. It was getting good, and then it fucking fell off because it's like a time travel bullshit. I can't do this anymore. Clav, I fucking hate you. His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Virginians. He can see quite well. What the fuck? But you said... What did I say exactly? Your forehead. Not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was the Fraulein detective. But that's... a significant fact, yes! Consider Machi Tobai sees. And he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. I would also like to raise something. Can we look at the bottom of his shoes and see if there's a fucking blood smear anywhere on that white-ass outfit? Can we take a peek here, please and thank you? I see no problems with this. But what about the bullet holes in the wall? Yes, the bullet holes. I believe Air 4 had neatly explained those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It was the kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. But someone of that fucking stature can't shoot a .45 caliber revolver without dislocating their fucking shoulder, from what the game has told me! Bro! God, this must be a really good crash out for you guys. Well, getting to a crash out. I'm just annoyed at this stupid fucking man. Most blonde men are evil. Most blonde men are evil. There are exceptions, like Kento Nanami. That's my fucking goat. This bitch, on the other hand, I understand the hate. He's so fucking infuriating. Oh my god. He's suave, yes. He plays rock, that's cool. He sings, that's cool, but god fucking damn it, he's pissing me off, bro. God. Okay, moving on. Simple accident, in other words. Hey, we forgot this spray, that's cool. How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies. This is where the real fun begins, Air Forehead. What the fuck? I love that spray. Girl, what the fuck do you mean the real fun? You sadistic fuck? I don't know. Oh god. What do you want from me? You bitch. I knew you didn't have what it took. You jerk. Just what was I in here for? Comic relief?
Yeah, apologize.
Oh, sorry.
That's no way of apologizing.
He's Anger the Trucy now, look out.
If we could please end the bickering now.
Whatever, I'm not leaving. Can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solving this case if it kills me.
But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant.
Oh, don't say that.
Ah!
Aha, what? It's bloodstain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right? Emma, that's what I'm saying! Emma, that's what I'm saying! Say fuck! Thank you! Thank you, you're finally locking in! God! Oh my god! That seems to be what happened, yes? We might be able to find out what really was written there. Wait, how? Really? You can do that?
That's right, with this.
Yes! Forensic examination! Thank you, Emma! Yay! Whew.
It's called luminol.
I remember using this in 1.5. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Maybe you know of it. It's a chemical that reacts to blood.
Ah, yes. Have we done those tests yet?
It's up, I'm gonna tell you, you stupid fucking bitch.
The bloodstains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now.
All right. Great, go for it, Apollo.
Huh? I have to do the test?
You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple.
Chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere, specifically in case 1.5 of Ace Attorney.
Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it.
Ooh, I forgot about the red. Ooh.
Right, ready? It's easy as pie. Just press space to spray an area. Here, give it a try.
The eyes of the entire court are focused on me.
Apollo, your hands are shaking!
Let's do this.
The fuck is that? I can't... Girl, what does that say? I can't read. Is it upside down?
Ow, I cracked my neck. Holy shit. Wow, it really works.
This must be the power of science!
It says IPXX314206. Hold on, wait. Let me do the big crazy move. Let me take a picture of that. Right? Alright, let me turn that bit upside down. Okay, it's just fucking word jumble. What was he on? What was Latouche on? Low-key, it just looks like an ID, you know? Like, what could it be?
Is that the killer's name?
Maybe it is, if the killer was a robot.
I have it. So, what is it? I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. This is a Interpol ID number.
Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency?
Yes. Most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number? Why would Mr. Latouche even know a number like that? Girl, I know why. I'm not gonna say it. I just know why, and I'm horrified. Good show, Fraulein Detective. Rock on. Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand. Darian, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. Nah, give me 27.
Hey.
Not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. As if this number is really that of an Interpol agent.
Oh, wait, I know. What if Machi Tobai is really an undercover Interpol agent?
That would be a possibility.
Possibility, yes. And one that would mark him as the killer for certain.
Why the fuck would a 14-year-old be an undercover national agent, bro? What the fuck? Why did Latouche know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know. Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? Curious mystery concerning Machi Tobai. What are you talking about? Fraulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. Seemed too much of a bother to tell you.
You had me until that last bit.
Does it not raise a rather straightforward question?
Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend he couldn't see?
Exactly. Makes little sense. What do you think, Air Forehead? Huh? Me? Machi Tobai pretended he was blind. Do you know why?
How could he know? Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he?
He's known from the start of the trial. He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on the whole time. Something wrong. Do you think, perhaps, this is all some kind of game? Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why.
I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else.
What does that have to do with anything? There was a reason why Machi Tobai pretended to be blind. But it wasn't for his own sake. You getting the picture now? It wasn't for himself?
Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had the feigned blindness?
Girl, I don't fucking know! Why? Like, publicity? I don't fucking know! Like, dude! Is this guy really some evil, twisted, fucked up villain? I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. Girl, I don't think I literally... Bro... I actually didn't mean to save. Girl, I don't fucking know. I have no idea. Forehead. I'm disappointed in you. Unless you're merely feigning stupidity, yeah? Keep it up, wise guy. Go the relationship of Lemira and Machi Tobai. In particular, their arrangement over the years before visiting our country. Lemira and her pianist. We would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. And when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him. That's right. Because he was blind, or so we thought. She led him at all times. All times.
All times?
Yet we now know that Machi could see perfectly well. Why keep up the charade?
Well, wasn't it a part of their performance?
That's what I'm saying. There's a simpler explanation. There, Judge. Machi didn't need to be led by the hand at all. Which means... Ah! You don't mean... I do. It was the other way around. What? The fuck? The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lemira. Are you pulling this? What?
What's this? So you mean to say that Lemira is... she's...
blind as a bat, Air Judge. This is so fucking stupid. This means nothing. Like, wait a minute. So when Lemira was walking backstage, and she saw... Wait, but she heard. I'm so mad. Oh my god, bro. What? That's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
Order! This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin!
Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter and sound or something? Well, since we have her here, finally she's fucking back. Why not ask Lemira herself? So now you think she's relevant, huh? You fucking bitch! Okay, fine! I believe she's still in the witness waiting room.
Apollo? What does this mean for our case?
Don't ask me, I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined it until now. Fuck me.
Bailiff, bring in Lemira!
Well, she's back, so we can fucking press her again on the shit or whatever. Lemira. Pains me deeply to kill you before us again in this way. Girl, shut the fuck up, stop sympathizing and lock the fuck in. And yet I must.
Please, do not be concerned on my behalf.
Those eyes. Really can't see? Really?
It is true. How funny is it that a tiny lie born in the Virginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world?
So you are?
Yes. As I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time before I became Lemira. Known that too many memories begin in darkness. World light has no meaning for Lemira.
I see.
You may recall me saying something toward the beginning of this trial, Air Forehead. Huh? What's that? Amnesia. I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witness. Ah. Now, Lemira, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes?
Of course. It was never my intent to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor?
Yes, of course. Though I admit I'm a little lost here.
I think we're all a bit lost here, Your Honor. Yeah. Color me lost as fuck.
I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with my PR line before he knew this. So silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others.
Okay, cool. There's fucking nothing I can do with that.
But this is a murder trial.
I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see. I was to keep my blindness a secret, no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would.
She told us the truth in the beginning. When she said she saw nothing.
Fuck. Very well. Does the defense have anything to add?
I'd like to cross-examine. Thank you, Apollo, because we're gonna press everything like a good Phoenix Wright would.
What is there left to ask?
There's one thing in her testimony that bothered me. Perhaps it's best we let you get it out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand. The importance of thinking for yourself.
What?
Sure.
Very well. The defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness. Okay, fine.
Okay, there's only one part that bothered me.
So let me ask about that and I'll be happy.
About what? About what?
I don't know if I'm gonna get penalized, so I'm just gonna assume.
I might want to ask about that one.
When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latouche?
Of course, he was my manager. So he knew.
That's what's been bugging me.
Aha! Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
I believe I know what's bothering our young defense attorney. You are thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Is he right, Apollo?
Yes, I was. Yeah. He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? Witness is Ren. Mr. Latouche told me to ask the witness, and he named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind.
I don't know.
What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself. Meaning what? There's no mystery here if you recall everything he said. Think of his last words once more.
The witness, Siren.
She heard the fucking voice and it was real? Like...
We've heard them many times, along with a little play acting by our defense.
He's such a theater kid. I remember them well myself, but that statement is not what I refer. I mean what he said before that. Before? What came before that? Ah! What came before that? That's right. He tried to tell you. When he said, can't see, he wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness.
I see.
Too bad the defense didn't ask. Well, therefore, try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time. Ah! Girl, what? Girl, what?
Order! Order!
Recall Amira's earlier testimony. Hearing what happened, please.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
Yeah, we're proving she's fucking blind, but what about hearing the voice?
But she couldn't have heard those gunshots. I thought we proved that.
That's not the most important point here. The moment he shot, Mr. Latouche witnessed her through that window. Why else would he have named her as the witness? Ah.
But I really did hear them. 2 gunshots in the man's voice.
I believe her! Fortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed.
So then why the fuck was it cracked later?
We've already run a simulation, of course.
But it was so clear. If I heard that voice again, I would know in an instant.
Your Honor?
What is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in a session here?
We have the results back from the investigation.
The investigation.
The Interpol number that Mr. Latouche left us.
Well, let's hear it. We will continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Crescent, your report, please.
I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Quick work as always, Darian.
Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent?
IPXX314206. The agent registered under that number was Romain Latouche.
Are you sure about that? I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
What? Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latouche himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation. So when he wrote those letters, he was trying to tell us his own identity. And a cautious killer tried to wipe them away.
Mr. Latouche was an undercover Interpol agent? So him being Lemir's manager
was just a cover, most likely. There's one other important detail I found. Well, with it. It concerns that 45 caliber revolver, the murder weapon.
The fingerprint!
Apparently it belonged to Romain Latouche. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms, and the registration number on this revolver matched. So the victim was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense. It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver. So the victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover op. I wonder how that ties into everything.
It's gotta tie in somehow, you'd think.
Yeah, somehow.
Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescent. It was a great help.
Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'd be heading out.
Wait!
Lemira! Is something the matter?
That voice just now.
Darian.
Mr. Darian, is it? It was him. I am sure of it.
It was him?
You're insane.
That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latouche when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darian.
Is this some kind of joke? What? No way. I'm sorry, that was low-key a ref. Oh shit, that was funny. I'm sorry, I broke the tension. Anyway, holy shit! Holy shit! To be continued. The courtroom fell into such a chaotic state the trial had to be suspended temporarily. I'd never seen that happen before. Of course, it's not every day that you get an accusation like that one. The mirror fingering Darian Crescent. Not only is he a guitarist, he is a detective. Could it really have been his voice the mirror heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it.
Hey, no whipping out now, Apollo! Lock in!
To be continued, yeah. Yeah, so, I knew something was fishy up with Darian. The second I saw his face, I was like, fuck. So, something's fishy. Pun on it, he's a shark! Ha ha! I'm so fucking scared. But, so that's been it over my couple days of recording. It's like mid-morning, you know, somewhat usual time that I finish these up. But you know what, gamers, be it morning, be it afternoon, be it nighttime, be it 3 a.m. snack time. I hope you had a good time here. Catch you on the next one, gamers. Bye-bye.